In this video, we'll discuss 20 email etiquette best practices and tips for the workplace. So before we start, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Using best practices for email etiquette allows you to communicate properly and make a favorable impression on potential employers, business connections, and clients, regardless of where you are in your career. Email management is a must-have ability in the business world. Life can be made much easier if you follow a few best practices for planning, writing, and responding to emails. What is email etiquette? Email etiquette is the code of conduct that guides behavior when composing or responding to emails. These behavioral standards, which are supposed to reflect professionalism and respect, can be changed to suit the intended audience and purpose. Why is email etiquette important? Your communication style represents the type of employee you are, including your work ethic and attention to detail. Companies may benefit from embracing best practices for email etiquette for the following reasons. Professionalism. Using good email etiquette portrays your employees and organization as professional. Here are our 20 email etiquette best practices to remember when sending or responding to emails. Number 1. Include a clear and concise subject line. You should always include a clear subject line in your email so that the receiver understands what the letter is about right away. Number 2. Know why you're writing. This advice may seem apparent, but it happens frequently that we get messages without a clear purpose and are unsure of why we were added to a thread. Decide whether an email is the right format to deliver your message and be clear about the goals you want to achieve with it, the recipients, and the intended audience. Your aim should be to limit each email to a single topic. To make the message clear, succinct, and scannable, utilize bullet points if you need to condense more information. Number 3. Use a professional email address. If feasible, use your company's email address. However, if you are self-employed or use a personal email account for work-related correspondence, be sure that your email address does not contain any disrespectful language. If this is the case, you might consider creating a work-only email address. Number 4. Use professional greetings. Select a salutation that is appropriate for your relationship with the recipient. If you're emailing a coworker, a casual greeting like hello may be appropriate. If you're contacting someone for the first time or if you know them professionally, use a more formal greeting, such as Dear Lisa Blanche. It is best to use the person's name exactly as it appears in their email signature line. In other words, unless you've seen Susan sign her emails as Sue, don't assume she goes by Sue. Number 5. Begin with an introduction. Depending on who you're contacting, it's best to identify yourself in the first few lines by your first and last name, as well as the firm you're representing. When emailing new contacts, clients, coworkers, or employers, this is very vital. Inform them of how you obtained their contact information. Number 6. Use reply all with caution. The advantage of utilizing reply all is that you may respond to everyone at once to notify them that a problem has been resolved. When in doubt, use reply to prevent inundating a list of people with emails. Number 7. Do not use all caps. Use sentence case as you would in any formal letter, and avoid using all caps, which can give the impression that you're yelling your objectives. Number 8. Proofread your email before sending. When sending professional correspondence, proper spelling and punctuation are essential, so always proofread your work before hitting submit. Check the spelling of the recipient's name and email address as well. Names are occasionally changed via autocorrect. Number 9. Grammar and spelling. Watch out for spelling errors and improper grammar. Such mistakes give the impression that you are unprofessional. To ensure that no error goes overlooked, you can use a spell checker. You can also utilize grammar checkers. Reading your message aloud also makes it easier to hear any unfamiliar words or phrases. Number 10. Respond within 24 hours. It is standard politeness to respond to emails within 24 hours. If you have missed a deadline, please apologize and explain the reason for the delay. Number 11. Maintain a professional tone. Consider your word choices in an email and how your message may be misunderstood. Before sending, try to think about your email from your recipient's viewpoint. Instead of using words like obstacles and limitations, use phrases like opportunity and challenges. Negativity, sarcasm, and adjectives that can make you appear overly emotional should be avoided. Use caution when employing comedy, as it can be misconstrued. Number 12. Always be concise and keep it simple. Every day, the average office worker receives 121 emails. There are a large number of messages to attend to, a number we should always consider before pushing send. That is why shorter is preferable. When writing emails, keep them as brief as possible while providing context and explaining the message. To respect everyone's time, don't leave the receiver wondering what you meant. Instead, be direct and to the point. Number 13. Take special precautions with attachments. How many times have you sent an email with an attachment only to discover that you had not uploaded it before sending? Probably several times. When you recognize your error, send a follow-up email to forward the file. Double-checking before submitting a file is one of the important email etiquette standards in the business. Another fundamental tip is to never attach huge files to your messages. If you need to send one, post it to a cloud hosting site like Google Drive and provide a URL to view it, or compress your file into a zipped package. You'll make their lives easier while also avoiding wasting their time and bandwidth with extended download times. Number 14. Using emojis in your email. When it comes to proper email usage in the office, emojis are a big point of contention. Emojis in emails, according to many authorities, should be completely avoided. Some people think they can be used to introduce ourselves to people or to set the tone of a piece of writing. Smiling emojis aren't well received in a professional setting, according to a 2017 study. According to the results, when participants were asked to react to emails on formal matters, their answers were more extensive and they provided more content-related material when the email did not include a smiley. When smiling is used, researchers discovered that knowledge exchange is hampered due to judgments of low competence. Number 15. Your email signature. When it comes to email signatures, less is usually more. In most cases, your signature should only include your name, job title, company website, and a phone number where you can be reached. Number 16. Use blind copy, BCC, when appropriate. BCC stands for blind carbon copy, and it is similar to CC in that the email recipients indicated in the BCC field are not visible in the header or to the recipients specified in the to or CC fields. If you wish to protect someone's email address from being exposed to others, use BCC. For example, if you're emailing a group of subcontractors about a policy or procedure change, you should blind copy, BCC, everyone on the list. It's also a good option if you're sending a weekly newsletter to clients who don't know each other and want to keep their email addresses private. Number 17. Use caution before forwarding. A best practice for sending is to explain what is being discussed so that the recipient understands what you require from them right away. It's also crucial to remember that some emails aren't meant to be forwarded and may include confidential or sensitive information. When forwarding, use caution. Number 18. Respect working hours. Always respecting your coworkers' working hours is part of professional email etiquette. If possible, try not to send emails on the weekend or after business hours. There are ways to schedule a message to be sent later if you must write right now to avoid forgetting to complete the assignment. You can continue working in this manner without interfering with the other person's sleep. Give individuals enough time to read and respond to your messages. Make an effort to foster and participate in a work environment where coworkers appreciate one another's work-life balance. 19. Take charge of your inbox management. When it comes to respecting other people's time, the first person you should think about is yourself. Email management can be time-consuming, and spending all day monitoring and replying to emails is not productive. Although responding to messages on time is critical, you cannot be a slave to your inbox. So, what are your options? Schedule time to read and respond to emails, and develop a priority approach. Number 20. Set informative out-of-office replies. If you're going to be out of the office for an extended length of time, set up an automated out-of-office reply to notify individuals that you won't be able to respond to their emails until a certain date. Include out of office and the date in the subject line so recipients know they've gotten an automatic answer. It's also a good idea to add the opening line of the message as this is an automated message while I'm out of the office. In your out of the office notification, it should also include the contact name, phone number and email address of the person handling your work in case there's something that needs immediate attention. Succeeding in business requires more than just technical knowledge and the achievement of objectives. It also includes communication and interpersonal connections. Following correct email etiquette in business, on the other hand, can go a long way. Be straightforward, concise, and respectful, and never promise what you can't fulfill. Which of these email etiquette best practices did you find helpful? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for new weekly updates.